Alright, we are back at this again. Just had my dinner. Now back at working on Mark's car. Again, quick heads up. I'm not gonna be able to read all your guys' comments as I work, so be forewarned if I don't answer your comments. It's not because I'm ignoring you. It's because I'm actually working. What's going on, Blake Palmer? What's up? What's up? Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. I just had my dinner. My wife made an awesome dinner. So I'm back out here working. I'm actually gonna get some gloves. Yes, I'm gonna get some gloves. Mark's not here, so I can't have him do the Korean flip until he's actually here. I've been working on his car on my own due to the fact that he has school and he has work, so it's a little harder for him to come here and help me. You know, it's okay. As long as he keeps doing school, I'm gonna keep helping him as best I can, and this is how I'm gonna do that. So next time he's here, I will have him do the flip. Oh, that sucks. It's so much work. Good luck, Blake. You're gonna need it. So power steering is disconnected. Now I just gotta take the lines and move them out of the way. That way I don't lose them. There's a bat somewhere around here chilling. We have bats in our neighborhood, which is pretty cool. You get to hear them chirp around here. Let me see my 13. It was on my ratchet. I gotta remove the shift linkage. I gotta remove that. All I need, oh, here it is. Here's my 13. I need my 13 to do it. So you guys can come over here and see what I'm doing on this side. There we go. So I'm working right here on the shift linkage. So I just need to take the shifter linkage off, the slave cylinder out, and that's it for this side. The downpipe's removed. Just got to take off the heater pipes up against the back, and then I'm done, completely done for this side of the engine. I don't have to remove anything else. The axle's already been removed. So I got a lot of good stuff already ahead of me. I'm really close. I'm like 80% done getting this motor out. Yeah, when I drained the oil on the on this pan, it was milky, not good. That's a good sign that the head gasket pretty much failed. So the next step, once we tear down the all the accessories and move it over to Mark's new motor, we're gonna get ready to tear down this motor. We're actually gonna rebuild this motor as well. This motor is actually going to Mark IV Wolf, building him a high horsepower motor. So this motor is going to him. So if you're watching, Mike, this is your motor. See, the great circle of life. It's all right, Blake. Don't worry about it, man. Do you have a video on how to remove the driver's side wire harness? No, I do not. Sorry. I do not have that video. Okay, so shift linkage is removed, slave cylinder is removed and out of the way. Nothing is in an effect to cause any issues for me here. Next step is to remove pretty much the brackets for the power steering lines to be held. Let's see. Yep, there's one down here too. Nope, that sucker is in there. I need a ratchet. I don't know why that's so tight down there, but it is. Okay, power steering line's out of the way. Next I gotta put the drain plug back into the oil pan, so if any oil drips, it no longer drips on the floor. This guy, you bring up and over, clean off this line, and kind of tuck it in here, kind of out of sight, out of mind. Okay. Gotta tighten the line underneath. I mean, not the line, tighten the oil drain pan. Don't want to leak fluid anywhere. Gotta remove the pancake pipe down here as well. Okay. Need my flathead screwdriver right here. Gotta remove the pancake pipe and this pipe because it's going to be in the way. So moving the charge pipe or the intake pipe is next. After that, the pancake pipe is next. Got a comment here. Hey Al, I'm smelling a strange smell when I hard boost and uphill. It's common for a bad turbo. Well, what's a bad smell? I mean, there's a lot of smells you'll get inside your car. What do you consider bad? Is it like an oil burning smell or a coolant smell? Gotta be a little bit more specific. That's not a lot of information for me to work with. Alright, so heater lines are disconnected. Like a hot metal. I mean, look in the area back here, see if you see anything touching that's not supposed to be touching. That's kind of, I've never smelt that before. I mean, it's a hard one. Yeah, I mean, I can't, I don't know what you're smelling. I've never heard of a metal smell in these cars before. I mean, crayons, coolant, and oil is the three smells for a Mark IV. Anything outside of that, I don't know what you're talking about. Sorry. Okay, discharge pipe. Okay, pancake pipe removed. Everything's removed from the back. Axles removed. All right, we're good. Let me get my cherry picker. Get it set and situated because, okay, so everything's removed here. Everything's removed over here. So, I mean, it's a possibility of an O2 sensor, yeah. Must be jumping in and out of some soft lip mode, trying won't down wires because I'm getting close to codes, but math. Yeah, Volkswagens are weird. They have a lot of weird fun problems. Just double checking everything I see here. Oh yeah, this is the AC line needs to come out. Yeah, so I iced my finger and it's now not as swollen. What is wrong with the motor? Why are you pulling it? Raphael, this motor had a blown head gasket. Really bad blown head gasket. So this is Mark's car, Mark the Teenager, if you guys ever watch his segment on my YouTube channel. So his engine pretty much had a head gasket failure. And that sucks because I just gave him this car. Me and him just put a new clutch in it, a new transmission. I mean, we did a lot of work on this little car and the head gasket failed. And it failed pretty bad. So, on a positive note, Mark IV Wolf wants to build a high performance 1.8T. So, this engine is a good candidate for a big turbo build. Because it runs, nothing's wrong with it besides the head gasket. So that's why we're pulling the motor, because that's the motor I've been building the past couple days on my channel. Was Mark's 1.8T. So Mark IV Wolf already shipped me all the parts to build him a motor, so I'm legitimately, once this car is out, up and running, I'm gonna start tearing down the other motor immediately and get that going as fast as I can. Okay, so everything is now removed. We are now ready to pull the engine. Hey, what's going on, Samiki? Thank you for tuning in. All the way from South Africa, by the way, guys. If you guys don't know who Samiki is, get to know him. Super cool guy, really nice. From South Africa, way on the other side of the world. Super cool that he tunes into my channel all the time. Okay, so let's see if I can put this hose down this way. There you go. Turn this over. Put this down in the middle still. Still have chances of draining, leaking stuff, so trying to prevent as much stuff. It's gonna get loud. I'm gonna be moving my cherry picker in. And I appreciate you watching me live, sir. I appreciate everybody who tunes into Pete Chow's Garage when we go live. Perfect, right there. Get my chain. All right, so spots that you're supposed to lift these motors at. Right here, there's a hook for it from the factory. Same on the head. There's a spot on the head to lift them up. Just like that. Bam, wham, bam, thank you, bam. Now the goal is that you give it a little bit of tension, okay? With tension applied. Ah, thank you, Dub Invasion! What's going on, buddy? Muretto. Thank you for the appreciation. Always puts a little bit of tension, not a lot, okay? The reason why we don't want a lot of tension is you want to be able to pull the bolts out of the motor mounts and not strip them. You want to be able to see this. This is kind of the goal we want, okay? So next step is to pull the power steering reservoir out of the way, because there's two bolts here that hold that in place. There's a 16. I'm doing good, buddy. Busy, as you can see. Alright, impact gun is a no-go. We're going to do this by hand, buddy. By hand. Over here, 16 over here. Break them loose, do not remove them. We gotta take the rain, little waterfall cover off. Okay, that's all taken care of now. Now we gotta break free the 18s that hold the motor mount. Brand new slave cylinder that leaks. If they leak all the time, that means the slave cylinder might have a not the cylinder itself, but the line might be scratched. If there's any imperfections on the line, you're gonna leak no matter what. Just a heads up on that. That's a 17. That's not gonna work. Yeah, your safe cylinder has like has a smooth surface to seal the fluid, and if that, for any reason, there's any imperfections on that, it's gonna leak. Okay, that defeated me. I'll bring out the big boy now. Holy crap. Okay. Breaker bar. I'm gonna get this off one way or another. Oh, who the hell? There we go. Whew. One. Man. Whew. I got that sucker out. My check engine light never comes on. I don't know. There's something with check engine. So bulb burn out. Start. Patrick, I would just pull codes if you can, even if there's no check engine light. Look for pending faults. Pending faults are a very big thing that no one looks at. Because it can be a check engine light that's not very consistent, that your OBD2 will be like, we don't need to throw a code for that, and it won't throw a code, but it'll throw a pending fault. And a pending fault means there is a problem, however, it's not consistent enough to show up as an actual code. Hopefully that makes sense. Because it'll give you a code, but it'll give you a pending fault code. All right. Oh, you didn't swap the cluster. Yeah, you gotta swap the cluster, man. Yeah, you just can't swap the motor and harness. Cluster might have to be swapped out as well. I'm liking this. There we go. Jeez. Come on. Please don't be stripped. Be pretty pissed off if this thing's stripped. Okay, Mark's gonna need a new motor mount bracket. Sucker is stripping, so not good. But I wonder it was getting harder. Engine's going down. I was wondering why it was getting hard to. My jack's not doing its job. There we go. The engine was going down. It was weird. I guess I didn't close the valve all the way. The threads aren't completely shot. I'll reuse it, but if not, I'll go get Mark a new bracket at the junkyard tomorrow, or I mean my next day off. It should be okay, but I'm not gonna bet on it. All right. Motor is now not attached to the car anymore. Woo! So I gotta pull it back a little bit. I can still attach to the downpipe is kind of an issue. The only thing I hate to pull off is the downpipe. It's always a pain. I need to pull out this motor mount. It's giving me a headache too. Hey, Dub Invasion. By chance, do you have any Corrado headlights and Corrado taillights? I need them for my Corrado. I've been having a hell of a time to find some. Okay. Now, we're going to pull the downpipe off. There she goes. Now it's detached. Now the engine's removed. Now I get my pliers over here. Okay. Back, inspect, make sure nothing gets caught every time I pull back. Just pay attention to every little thing that comes out as you pull. Never just yank it all the way out. Take your time, pull it out, stop, pull it back, stop, and keep going. Repeat that process until you're all the way out. So like right now, the AC line is what's going to hit. So the way that I go around that is I lower the engine just low enough for me to go underneath it. All that coolant draining. And what I'd like to do is like to turn it. Since it's already detached from everything. I like to turn it clockwise and pull. And that's how you remove a 1.8T, guys. By yourself. Not bad, huh? Not bad for a couple hours of work. Now it's removed. Now we gotta take apart everything around it except the block, and then move that over to our new engine and put it back in and get Mark's car all up and running again. Whew. Not bad for a couple hours of work. Only broke like 2 things, which is, I'm pretty impressed with that. Usually I break a lot more stuff. You can see what we got here. Thank you guys, thank you. It's easy, man. Once you've done it 1,000 times like I have, you get to the point where, you know, you find all your little shortcuts. First things first, whenever you guys do these motors, downpipe and axles first. And then the dog bone mount, since you're down underneath the car. Get those 3 out of your way. And then pretty much everything else is cake. I mean, you just take everything else around it off, front end, and you just slide it out. It's not that hard. People freak out whenever you pull motors. They're not that hard. They're very simple. You just got to pay attention to the parts that matter, that can cause any type of damage. As long as you catch it ahead of time, you're going to be fine, honestly. Exactly. Get it done and then slap it back in. That's right. That's right. We're going to do a lot of work. So I'm going to go bring this inside and start tearing it apart and move it over, start moving everything over to the other engine. Then The threads are completely done on this one though. I can see them right now. I gotta go get Mark another motor mount bracket from the junkyard. Thanks, Dub. I appreciate that, buddy. A nice comment there. You know? Again, I've done this so much. It's second nature to me, but to you guys, I mean, yeah, you guys will freak out. Don't worry about it. We're gonna learn how to tear this whole engine apart again and then swap everything over to a good motor. And then we're gonna tear this motor down and start rebuilding this. I already got IE rods, we got new rings, we got bearings, we got everything to build a 500 horsepower motor right down the street, right down in here in my garage. So yeah. Jeremiah, if you've never done it, then yes, you will have a hard time remembering where everything goes. I've done this a million times. I know where every single bolt goes by memory. It's not that hard to remember. It's just taking your time and backtracking everything you do. If you've never done it before, bag and tag it. Make it a habit to bag and tag everything you take off a car. Every bolt that you remove, just when you remove it, put it in a baggie and label where it came from. That way, when you go back to put anything back together, it's labeled and it tells you where it belongs. Plain and simple. It doesn't get any easier than that. Please, buddy. Need some taillights and headlights badly. Alright, so I gotta move this into my garage, so if you guys want to stay tuned, I'll be here. I'm not going anywhere for a little bit. I'm gonna slide this into the garage and get it all ready to move in, so bear with me, guys. I gotta go in there. I gotta move all this and all that so the engine can go that way. There's another VR6. Oh yeah, we can do that next time. That's awesome, Blake. I appreciate that. That's right. Bag it and tag it, man. Awesome that you live by those words, because they matter a lot. They save you guys so much headache. You guys have no idea. I still to date bag and tag all my hardware for the engine building. I do that. Even if I don't use it, I still bag it and tag it because that reminds me I need to buy it. Anything that helps you remember something, do it. It's not dumb. not as fun to do this by yourself, but you know, I don't got much of a choice. Alright, now time to get a dolly. It's all water. Yeah, it's water. Yeah, 'cause I clogged up all the other stuff. Little dolly right here. I know, I agree. It definitely is a time for a Modelo. Exactly, Blake. Thank you. I do that too. I save all my old bolts because you'd be surprised how many times I've saved someone's car for one stupid bolt. Okay, that's good. Now we slide you over here. Hopefully you don't fall and kill me. Okay. Just like that. Oh man. Whew. read some comments here. Yeah, so Jeremiah, you need to get that key redone to make that work correctly. Just give you a heads up. Oh man. So let's come right over yonder into my little spot here. As you can see, so new motor, old motor. I'm gonna tear it all apart here, move it over to there, and then put this back on an engine stand and start building this, and then put this in Mark's car, just like that. That's why it's good to have them next to each other. That way you just take whatever assembly off, put it over, get it going, work your way around, and pretty much do everything. Clean every little bit of parts that you can off of your engine before you install it again. A lot of times when you have motors that have been sitting for a while or they've been dirty, rust starts to pretty much to start. So usually a good cleaning, and then when you put everything back in the engine, use distilled water. Do not just use tap water, because then it'll just start rusting all over again. Distilled water has no minerals in it, so it prevents rust. And then get yourself some OEM G12 coolant. G12 has rust preventatives. It's lubrication pretty much for your engine, so that will stop the rust process. What creates rust in your engine is tap water. Just plain old tap water will make rust, period. So my next step now is to clean everything up over there and over here. So I gotta clean my mess, and then I can start working on this engine. Not tonight, but probably tomorrow. Comments, let's see here. Yeah, Jeremiah, that's impressive. Yeah, you can put the fob right above the key, and it'll detect it. Oh, let me show you guys what water does to a spark plug. This spark plug right here failed because they got water in that one cylinder. You can see I can push it up. It's crazy, look. Hopefully you guys can see that, but yeah, I can move the spark plug up and down. The spark plug failed because the cylinder was filling up with water, and causing a lot of compression and made the pretty much the spark plug fail on its own. That's what caused this. And this was cylinder number 2, I believe. That was that failed. Pretty crazy. This one right here, this is the motor mount that that's failing. So I gotta go to the junkyard. You'll see it's pulling the threads out of the motor mount, and I looked inside and there's threads missing, so that sucks. So I gotta get that replaced for Mark. The good thing is that they were abundant at the junkyard, so no big deal. Thank you, Dub. I'll check it out in a little bit. I'll check your comment in just a little bit, buddy. Just trying to get my stuff cleaned up. I hate leaving a mess for the night, so. All right. There she goes. Oh wait, not yet. We need the core support over here. right. That's good. All right, guys, so I'll check out those comments on Facebook, Mr. Shane, then I'll hit you up. I'm done with engine stuff tonight. Pulling the whole motor out was pretty much my my peak for today. So I will be checking out those comments right now. Stay tuned for the next live session where we're going to be tearing down Mark's motor and moving stuff over to his new motor, and then doing a swap-a-roo, putting it all back in and then making sure the car runs right. So thanks for watching this awesome live stream here at Pinchel's Garage, technically Pinchel's driveway and the garage. All right, peace out. You guys have a wonderful day and be safe out there as always. And we're gonna break, we're gonna fix, and we're gonna repeat. Peace out, people.